What's going on, guys? This is Aussie Van Man, and I am just waking up. It's very cold. It was very cold. It got down to freezing last night. The end of my bed froze. I was too cold to get up and put the diesel heater on, but I got the diesel heater running now. Now I'm nice and toasty in here. It's freezing. I didn't want to get out of bed, so put the diesel heater on. I'm making coffee. It is a big day today. It's New Year's Eve, and we got lots planned. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna wake up, make coffee, and then we're gonna start our day. We'll check in soon. All right, guys. So I'm still waking up, still drinking my coffee. I'm just on the laptop, going through doing some email work, potential collaborations, people wanting to send me products to review. While I wake up, it's a good time to go through my emails and do all that stuff. And then we can jump out. I'm gonna start packing up some stuff. I had some stuff out last night. We were having a few drinks last night and some music. But I want to go out to Fort Bowie today. It's a bit of a hike up to there, but it's a really cool historic fort in the area. And I really want to see the what's left of it. There's not much left. No, I don't believe any buildings are still standing there. I could be wrong there, but I know all the foundations are there and stuff like that. And there's a cemetery and other things like that. But I've been wanting to see Fort Bowie since earlier this year or late last year. I can't remember when it was. I come down here to do that, and then the storm come in and swept me out of there. All right, so we're just going to catch up on email work, and then we're going to start packing up, and we'll be able to go and do that. I think Amanda's going to go to town first and get some supplies, so I'll stay here at camp, and once she gets back, then I'll go to Fort Bowie and then come back again. What's this? Oh, it's
everything.
Look,
So, did you forget my name?
Amanda is helping clean the environment today.
I am.
Picking up all the beer cans that people have left laying around.
Yeah.
Who did that? Who left those beer cans out here?
Oh, that one's like full.
Oh yeah, I couldn't finish that last night.
Which was totally fine.
Hey Amanda.
Pre-New Year's party.
Yes, we were testing the system out yesterday. Tonight we're going to do a full test on the whole system.
Oh, and it's so cool with these trees and stuff.
Yeah, the lasers were cool. I didn't get any on video last night, but you guys might see some of it tonight. And then we have Winston down here.
He slept in because he had to poop at 5 a.m.
Yeah, it got down to freezing last night.
Yeah, we woke up, it was 38 in my van.
Yeah, it was pretty cold. It was 1 degree Celsius in my van. And my mattress had started to freeze. Alright, so there's been a change of plans. We're going to do Fort Bowie tomorrow because I want to focus on today's New Year's Eve. So I want to focus on getting my setup. I'm also focusing on getting my Schoolie Palooza set up. So I'm going to be testing all my new setup tonight for New Year's Eve. We're going to have a little party. Just me and Amanda. But I want to get all my stuff set up to test it all out, which I have to get my other phone. I have a separate phone that I use for music. I have to get that set up because I have a new subscription to Tidal Music, which is much higher fidelity music. I have to try add my old Spotify playlist over to the Tidal. So I have to search all the songs up individually and add them. That's going to be a pain in the butt. So I'm going to be spending some time doing that. Also, I'm going to be testing out my new speaker stands and all my lighting and pull everything out and try to sort of test it out as a pre-schooly test. So that's going to take some time. I also want to cook. I'm going to do my Puerto Rican rice because I want to have a special meal for me and Amanda on New Year's Eve. So that's going to be fun. We have lots planned on that. So I'm going to be pretty much just getting ready for that. And so tomorrow when we're leaving, because Amanda wants to watch her New Year's Day game, she's going to park at the trailhead because you have to hike to Fort Bowie. And she's going to watch her game, and I'm going to hike out to Fort Bowie tomorrow. Then we're going to head south, get gas, dump trash, get groceries, and hopefully end up somewhere near the Chiricahuas. That is the plan. All right, guys. So in a little bit, I'm going to have to move my van out of the way so Amanda can go do that. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to jump in the van, do a little bit of tidying, and work on my playlist. So we'll check back in. It's getting pretty hot already. That sun is really spicy again today. So kind of yesterday I spent the hottest part of the day in my van doing things, and I think I'm probably going to do that today. And then later in the evening I may go for another walk up in the mountains here. Not too sure yet. Depends how much time I got left because I still got to cook as well. But yeah, oh man, I'm just loving being here right now. This is our third day here in Indian Bread. And I think I only planned on being here 1 or 2 days. But then I realized, going into New Year's Eve, people are going to all be trying to get all the camp spots and get set up for New Year's Eve. So we decided together that it was probably going to be better to stay put because we had a good spot and we didn't want to potentially risk not having a spot for New Year's. So yeah, here we are. We're at Indian Bread Rock for the third night, and tomorrow we'll start trying to find. We're going to go to Fort Bowie tomorrow, obviously, and if we have time, we'll try to get to Johnny Ringo's burial site. If not, we'll do it the next day, but we want to get close to Chiricahuas and find a camp spot, and I want to go for hiking in Chiricahuas. So that might be on a Thursday. I don't know. We're still trying to figure it out as we go. And then after that, not too sure yet, but we may travel kind of west along the southern Arizona border, maybe towards Bisbee area possibly. I had some ideas to some things over there that I want to see. There is a Clanton Ranch, also more tombstone history. They got I can't remember, it was Ike Clanton. I think that was his ranch. The Clanton Ranch out there. I don't think anything really stands there anymore. It's some rubble and debris, but it is a historic site. So I want to check that out. There's some other ghost town stuff in the area. There's a wild cave in the area. Some other cool stuff. So that might be on the later on in the week kind of list of stuff to do. Okay, I moved my van out of the way so Amanda can get out of here. Go fetch us some supplies.
Yes.
Now don't run away, okay? You make sure you come back.
I left Winston's playpen here, so I have to come back.
Okay.
That's important.
Alright, Amanda's heading to town. She's going to be probably at least an hour, I'd say. Yeah, probably around an hour. So I've had to move my van. I can't set my van back up too much until she gets back so I can reverse it back and set everything back up. So I'm just going to be sitting in the van. I got my Starlink set up. So I think I'm just going to heat up the leftover tamales that I got and eat the rest of those. Those will be enjoyable. And watch a bit of TV, play with my playlist on Tidal, and yeah, we'll check back in when Amanda gets back. Alright guys, so after sitting in a van most of the day, it got pretty hot again. I spent the day sorting out my music playlist and apps on my phone, downloading footage, mostly just computer work today. And then we're gonna get ready to set up for New Year's, but right now I have to start prepping for cook. I'm gonna do the Puerto Rican rice, and I must not forget to put this pigeon peas in. They're a necessity, as I've forgotten them multiple times. And can't forget the sazon, Goya sazon. It's got the achote in there. All right, guys, camera angle's terrible. All right, let's get it set up. We'll start cooking. All right, first things first, let's chop this onion up. I already skinned it from making pizza yesterday. We don't need a whole onion for this recipe, but I'm gonna chop what's left of this whole onion up, which is most of it. But I really like onion. You don't have to put a whole onion in. The recipe only calls for half an onion. I'm gonna put a whole onion in because I like onion. The other ingredients we need to do is a head of cilantro chopped up and 4 fresh cloves of garlic, crushed and diced. And we'll throw that in a pot with some oil and chop up some salami, throw that in there, and the sazon and cilantro mix and sofrito mix that in, salt, pepper. Doesn't call for pepper, but I put pepper in it. Stir it up, saute all that up, and then we'll add the beans, rice, and water. From my memory, that's everything, hopefully. But I did do a video on this if you guys want to go back and watch. Somewhere along the line, I did a video on how to cook this rice. It's amazing. Also, you can put some sort of meat in there other than the salami. I'm putting pulled pork in this one, so I'm pretty excited about that. We'll be right back, and I'll let you guys see when we're cooking and doing all that stuff. Alright guys, so basically we're gonna put this onto saute. Okay, so I want to saute this up first. Look at this big boy with his big horns going on. Hey, you got some big old horns going on there, so. What you guys doing? They could smell my Puerto Rican rice cooking, and they all just had to come and check it out. That's a silly milk cow. You're a big.
It's definitely coming for your right.
You're a big cow, you are.
Oh my gosh, these cows are.
You're not having my food, no.
Very brazen or very friendly, I don't know.
I think that's feed time. No, you got your own feed pan where you should have had your own foods. I don't have any apples or anything left. You don't have any apples left? Do you like sweet tamale?
Oh my god, no!
What?
It just took a huge shit right next to my van! Oh my god. I have to get my shovel out and cover that up, but that's nasty.
Yeah, don't step in that. Big old sloppy poops. Amanda loves that.
Oh my god, that's so gross!
Big old poops over next to your van, Amanda.
Oh boy.
They're leaving you little gifts for giving them apples.
That's brutal.
That's what you get.
That's brutal.
Okay, so I got the rest of it in here. I'm just going to put some pulled pork in with that. Stir it in, and we're going to put it on to cook on rice mode. Meanwhile, the cows are rampaging through our camp over here. Alright guys, we got it on rice mode, and it's gone over to auto. So, I don't know if it's going to give me a timer or if it's going to do what it's going to do. We shall see, guys. Alright guys, so while that's cooking, I'm going to start looking for some more firewood. We just heard coyotes out in the distance. Temperature's dropping rapidly. The sun just went over the back of the hills. Getting very cold quickly. But yeah, coyotes are hanging around, so we put Winston in the van. And I'm gonna look for some firewood. Okay. Here they are. They're trying to sneak around me. I see you boys over there. All right, guys, time to open it up. Oh, look at that. That looks good. Oh, the cilantro has risen to the top. We'll give that a good mix through and it should be perfect. Oh yeah, guys, look at that. Perfect. Looks really good. All right, I'll serve some up to Amanda and I'll get some. So this is the first time I've ever cooked this in an Instant Pot. It does seem a little wet. Rice is definitely cooked. Maybe could have done with since I had the sauces and stuff in there, maybe less water. I don't know. It's not that wet. It's just the rice is definitely being cooked, maybe a little over. Probably because it was trying to cook the water out of there. Maybe I had too much water, I don't know. Maybe a little less water next time. But the flavor is amazing. Oh, I was worried I put too much salt in there, but no, that tastes amazing. Big chunks of pulled pork in there. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. All right, we're gonna finish that. We're gonna do a early New Year's cheers with the champagne and scratches that Amanda bought us. And then I'm gonna have some adult beverages. I'm gonna set up this schoolie setup. The only thing I'm not setting up, I got some ground lights that I can run, but I don't want to put those out. I know they work fine. I'm not gonna set those up. Smoke machine, I'm not gonna set that up, and my flagpoles, I'm not gonna set those up. But I wanted to try the double speaker setup and the rest of the lasers and lights tonight, so should be good.
Oh, that was a good one.
There it goes. As they say in Australia, cheers, big ears.
Why did they say that? Oh, okay, it's just
like
a thing.
It's like saying bottoms up. Okay, so we're having difficulties already. So usually I'll use my old Samsung to play Spotify so I can still film on this and stuff like that, and text and record and not have issues. I installed Tidal on my Samsung, and for whatever reason it's not letting it use Tidal. I don't know why. The internet's running, it's saying check your connection, but it's just not working for whatever reason. I have to do some looking into that, because that's kind of depressing if that's the case. We will see, but for tonight I'm going to have to use my iPhone to play the music, which means I have to record with my GoPro. Alright, so it's the next day, guys. things to note with my setup. I'm glad I tested it out last night. So I don't know. I think it was just yesterday it happened for weird reasons. I don't know. But my Tidal music streaming subscription started playing up and wasn't working yesterday. So luckily I haven't ended my Spotify subscription, so I was able to use that. So that was weird. But I think it seems to be working today, so it's weird. But on top of that, with my 2 speakers set up with the headphone amp in the line, I find there's a limit for my speakers of how much power can be thrown down the line into them before they start to get like too much power thrown into them and they don't like it. They start to kick off. So like last night I had the headphone jack with the amp turned all the way to full volume, and one of the speakers kept kind of turning off for a second and then turning back on. It was like it was getting too much power thrown into it. What else? There was something else I was having issues with last night. I don't remember, but yeah, definitely some things to note there for my setup that I need to fix or make sure I don't do at Schoolie Palooza. So yeah, but I had a great night. It was a pretty good night. Me and Amanda popped the champagne, and she bought us both scratches, and I actually won $50 on my scratcher, so that's pretty cool. So I'll split that with her. And the rice turned out good. We got plenty of leftovers. So today, we're going to be moving on from Indian bread rocks. I forgot to check back in with you guys, but I did do some study on Indian bread rocks. So those little holes that were ground into the rocks that I was finding all over the rocks there, that was from Native Americans using the rocks, the boulders up here, to grind stones onto to grind up, I'm assuming they're maize or corn or whatever to make flour or whatever. So yeah, that's some really cool history I got to see there. Like, to think like hundreds of years ago, people, maybe even thousands of years ago, people are grinding away on those stones, and they ground them so much they've ground these big deep holes into the boulders. We're going to end the video here. Hopefully you all had a great New Year's. I stayed up pretty late, so I'm a little sleepy today. I wasn't partying all night. It was way too cold. It got below freezing here last night, so we actually went to bed early, but I was inside watching movies all night. All right. Hope you all had a great New Year's. Let me know what you did for New Year's Eve down below. And until next time, we'll see you later. What's going on here?